that you walk out of this room and we are done, you have massive vision for what matters most. I get it. When you guys are at home, right? When you're at home, it's like non-stop, busy, go, go, go. How many of you would agree? Say yes? Yes. And so why do we do a Fly-In Friday? Why do we do a Circle of Champions for 3 days? Why do we bring you out of your environments? It's to get you to reset. It's to get you to recalibrate. It's to get you to be clear exactly what it is that you want. So as we go throughout today, like there's one, I'm clear there, I have one mission today. How many missions? One. Just one. And that one mission is for you to really see that you deserve it. That you're worthy of the dreams in your heart. I was talking to one of our clients, and she's like, Setema, I'm a little bit confused. I'm trying to figure this out. And I said, why don't you think bigger? And she, we all hear this, right? Think big. Okay, great. The reason why she couldn't think and see bigger, because there's a part of her old self-gravity that doesn't believe that she deserves to have the wealth, the influence, the impact, and everything that she truly desires. My heart never stops dreaming of impacting people. Let me say this again. I wake up in the middle of the night, I'm out hanging out, I'm in the gym, and my mind constantly thinks of, oh my gosh, I can use this to help our circle. This message needs to be shared with someone who's struggling in their marriage. This model over here could help a young athlete to see themselves as the best. I know some of you, in fact, if not most of you in this room, have dreams and desires that are so big, and that you try to shut it off, you try to turn it down. For some of you, it's like seeing yourself in the most amazing, connected marriage. For some of you, it's being able to not think about how am I going to cover payroll, but it's having an abundance of money from the value that's created. For some of you, it's living your purpose, living this purpose-driven life where it's like, dude, the money, I'm not worried about it, it's going to come, but I'm going to live my purpose. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Raise your hand and say yes. Yes. That dream and those desires are divine. Write this down. The dreams and the desires that you cannot turn off are divine. It's like God's way, or the universe's way of whispering to you, don't give up. Keep going. Keep dreaming. This event of Fly-In Friday right here, Spencer's backyard, Braves, we're gonna be at the Braves game tonight. How many of you guys ready for that game? Say yes! And it's right here. I have dreamed about doing what I do today. If you guys could have seen the early stages where it was me in a stage like this and there's no one in the room. Or I'm paying out of pocket to have people come. If you could have seen the early days where I'm sitting in my little Scion XB boxcar, hot lava, limited edition with the spoiler. And I'm sitting in the Walmart parking lot with a case of water that I bought, because I'm not sure, I don't know if there's gonna be any water in this room, that I just rented out. And I'm sitting in this room, this is 2013, I'm like, I'm just gonna cancel. You know what? Only 40 people registered, probably only half are gonna come. I'm just gonna cancel. And I'm sitting in the parking lot, real talk, and I'm texting my wife, I'm like, I don't wanna do this. I'm scared. I should just cancel the event. Just make up, what's the best excuse I could come up? My dog ate my homework. Yeah. The dreams that you have to grow your brokerage, to become this influencer, to build wealth, to liberate people, to help and to save, the dreams in your heart, they're divine. The problem is you don't believe that you deserve or are worthy of it. All I want you to have is my one mission today is to help you to blow the ceilings off of this and this, to get you to believe that what you want You can have, and I'm not the guru up here who's gonna tell you, it's easy, because it's not. You're almost gonna kill yourself to go get this thing that you want. The universe is going to test you. It will test your heart, it will test your soul, it will test everything to see, do you really want the relationship? Do you really want this impact? Do you really want this mission you feel called to? And if your answer is yes, and today we're gonna insert protocols and principles. You're gonna have an amazing experience as you connect with other members. You're gonna see things and hear things and feel things today that you're like, oh my gosh. Now the only way this is gonna happen, okay, write these 5 things down before Spencer comes up here. Write these 5 things down. Number 1, I promise to be open. Why do I say this? We always talk about the 5 rules. Be open, be open. What's rule number 1? To be open. But you gotta make a promise to yourself that you just left your family, you just left your home for one day, and inside of a room, you've got to open your mind and open your heart. Everything that you believe to be true right now is like this door. And here you are, and there's this door here, and you've got to be willing to break through the door, which means you gotta be open. I promise I will be open. Say it.
Promise I'll be open.
Do you promise? Look at someone next to you, look them in the eye and say, I am open. Give me a 2 clap. Write the second thing down. I will not hide. So you've been to immersion, you've been to Game Changer, you're like, I know the 5 rules, but still people hide. I was in a room in Colorado 2 weeks ago. Man, I jumped up there and I was like, Lord, help me make this step. And in Colorado, about 2 weeks ago, 3 days, $10,000 ticket, and we had 7 hours over 3 days. That was super spread out, so I had a lot of time to think. And I walk in this room and I'm just humble pie. Like God had cleared my slate, had taken things out of my head, and I walk in there, you didn't see this, Setema. You saw like humble, like, I need some help, I need some help. And there were people in that room that were not open and that were hiding. I was not hiding. I went there to get something. If I'm gonna leave my family for our family reunion and go by myself and get a 5-star 5 resort, damn it, with luxury services everywhere, it better be good. And I didn't hide. And I just said, hey, here's what I want. Here's what I need to get to make this worth it. Promise me you won't hide today when you do that? Say, I promise I won't hide. So you're gonna break out into groups with coaches. We're gonna use all the rooms, we're gonna use the space, and what you'll be here. But if you hide, if you come to my room, our room, this ain't our room, and you just, my life is good. I don't want to share anything real. I'm just gonna do what most people do, is hide and pretend. It will not work. Because some of the stuff that you are going through personally and professionally, and some of the demons in here, you discussing those and being real and raw about it will give someone permission to be real and raw about what they're going through. Promise me you won't hide? Say, I promise. I don't know what the Boy Scout thing is, Girl Scout, Island thing. All right, write this down. Number 3, present. We only got like 6.5, 7 hours. Be present, which means right here, right now. You gotta train yourself, because at home, everyone does this at home, right? I was driving up here yesterday and I'm sitting there in the car and got my boys behind me, my wife next to me, and I'm just chilling. I look over, every car is like, you have to stop it. And then they start to drive. I'm like, holy smokes, and I still do that. So I'm like, dude, put your phone away, be present. Again, I go back to Colorado 2 weeks ago. I was present. I was a sponge taking everything in. So train yourself to be present. Say, I'm present. Present. Don't be the person who sits here and is like, you got something you got to handle, just go outside, handle, come back and be present. Rule number 4, all in. All in. All in. Again, we're going till about 4:30, 4:45 today. By 5 o'clock, we're wrapped up. We're getting ready for the game. We're gonna freshen up. Guys, we don't got a lot of time today. Some of you right now is like this. figuratively speaking. There's blood coming out the neck, but you don't know. And the light, like, it is critical that you are all in today. We got Nick, we got Spence, we got Vaughn and the merch, Julie, we got Rochelle, we got Erickson, we got some amazing coaches, and we have each one of you. So go all in. Yes? There's something in your heart that you want. There's a pain. For some of you, again, it's like blood coming out the neck, and you're in the room, and we're like, I can help you with that. Oh, I don't need it. There's no blood coming out of my neck. My business is good. You're like that influencer you see me on social media, my life is perfect. I have been in rooms where people do that. And in this room, even if you're the leader of an organization, even if you're a big time coach or influencer, just put all that down and be the student. Yeah? Will you be a student? Will you be all in? Look at someone in the eyes and say, I'm all in. Look at someone else in the eyes and say, I'm all in. Look at someone and say, I'm all in. All in? All in? All in. Too good. Finally, we already know rule number 5 is never give up. I'm just gonna pivot on this. I promise you, there is one thing right now in your life, if you're being real and honest, if you're being truthful, there's one thing that if we can solve that for you, if we can just shed some light on it, we can just shed light on this problem or this thing you're facing. And you can walk out of here and be like, man, I'm ready to go. And for some of you, it's like you guys know the old story of the baby elephant. They put a chain around it, put a stake in the ground, baby elephant's like, okay, cool. Baby elephant grows up to be like massive. Still put the chain around the leg, and put a little stake in the ground. And because the elephant is so trained, could the elephant move that stake easily? Yeah. The elephant's like, oh, I can't move. Some of you, if you'll just be open and share with your coaches and be open and ask God and the universe to help you, some of you, it's gonna be, we're gonna take that stake off the ground and I'm gonna help you to see like, oh my gosh, that's it? And then you're gonna go, you're gonna take off. You got an amazing day lined up, but I need you to be 100% open, no hiding, present, all in. And just get focused on what you gotta get. You ready?
Let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing. We don't do it for the block, do it for the name. Yeah. No, there ain't no stopping it. If you really want it, better rock with it. This is how to be a game changer. Better put your pride down, heavy, get your pen up. Wanna be the greatest, we ain't stopping till we win, yo. This is how to make it when they hating, we ain't worried what they saying. This is how to be a game changer.